This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' leading and longest-running weekly TV and online magazine dedicated to motoring news and features. I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa. Here's a sneak peek at this week's exciting feature.
On Mooring Forum, we shall talk about motorcycle safety on Philippine roads. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on the proper use of headlights while driving at night. This week's Paeng Choper shall be about following loading and unloading rules. Showcase this week shall have an electric SUV from Kia, while for race weekend we shall have the highlights, the 2026 Philippine Rallycross Series Round 2.
This week's edition of Motoring Today brings you all this, plus the latest updates in transportation, traffic management, and advances in the automotive industry.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's dive into the latest news and updates about transportation and traffic management in the country. The LTO is sending a clear warning. Reckless driving and road rage will not be tolerated as the agency revokes and suspends the licenses of erring motorists in a nationwide safety crackdown.
Since October last year, the LTO has revoked 434 driver's licenses and suspended 396 others as part of its campaign to make the country's roads safer. Under LTO Chief Marcos Lacanilao, the agency has stepped up action against problematic motorists, with nearly 100 drivers facing lifetime bans. Lacanilao warns that road rage cases will be met with severe penalties.
Ito ang mahigpit kong paalala sa mga motorista. Yun hong mga matagal na nating naging problema ito nung araw pa. Natatandaan nyo, early 90s, ang daming namatay dahil sa road rage. Ang daming nasira ang buhay, ang daming nakulong. Kaya kami sa LTO, maghihigpit kami. Once na na-involve kayo sa road rage, ang rekomendasyon namin ay mawalan kayo ng lisensya panghabang buhay. Basta kayo'y ma-involve sa road rage. Kaya magdalawang isip kayo bago kayo bumaba ng sasakyan at mag-create ng gulo, lalong-lalo na manakit kayo ng ibang tao, ay may kaukulang parusa ang aabutin ninyo.
Aside from lifetime bans, hundreds of drivers received 2 to 4 year revocations, while temporary suspensions ranged from 1 month to 1 year. The agency says show-cause orders, many of which stem from viral social media incidents, come with automatic 90-day preventive suspensions. These penalties may be increased depending on the severity of the violation.
The message is simple. Think twice before letting anger take the wheel, or you could lose your license for good. Meanwhile, motorists heading south can expect smoother travel as the DPWH aims to control a major bypass road in Laguna before the end of the year.
The long-delayed Alaminos-San Pablo City Bypass Road project is now on track to open this year. Public Works Secretary Vince Dizon says the project had been stalled for nearly a decade because of right-of-way issues. A recent directive from President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has since put it back on track, with the goal of easing congestion along Maharlika Highway.
Papuntang Bicol o Quezon, Lucena, hindi ka nadadaan sa bayan ng Alaminos, tsaka hindi ka nadadaan sa bayan ng San Pablo. Diba bypass mo na yon? So yung makakat na travel time dito, siguro mahigit 1 oras kung ikaw nagbabiyahe. At the same time, yung Maharlika Highway natin, yung dumadaan sa Alaminos, tsaka San Pablo, madidecongest natin yun, mababawasan yun ng sasakyan. So ang laking ginawa nito para sa Alaminos, tsaka para sa San Pablo. Tsaka ang laking ginawa para sa mga bumabiyahe nating mga kababayan. Papuntang Bicol, tsaka yung mula Bicol, papuntang Maynila.
Once fully opened, the new route will bypass the busy town centers of Alaminos and San Pablo. It is expected to significantly reduce travel time for motorists going between Metro Manila, Quezon Province, and the Bicol region.
After 10 years of waiting, a faster alternative route down south is finally within sight for daily commuters and weekend travelers. Continuing, the LTFRB is reminding public transport operators that keeping vehicles clean is not optional. It is a basic requirement for keeping their franchise alive.
The LTFRB has warned public utility vehicle operators to keep their units clean, presentable, and fit for passengers. Chairman Vigor Mendoza II says operating public transport is a privilege, not a right, and comes with the responsibility of ensuring passenger comfort. The directive also follows Malacanang's call to protect commuter welfare. The warning came after Mendoza personally encountered a foul-smelling and untidy taxi during a surprise inspection in Metro Manila. The operator was issued show cause order and directed to explain in writing why its franchise should not be suspended or revoked. Ignoring the order or failing to appear for inspection could result in an automatic 5,000 peso fine.
Commuters deserve a clean and dignified ride, and operators who fail to meet that standard could lose their authority to operate. And finally, if a public transport driver refuses you a ride, the LTFRB wants you to report it immediately to help stop abusive practices on the road.
The LTFRB is urging the public to report PUV drivers who refuse service to commuters. The call came after Chairman Vigor Mendoza experienced the problem firsthand when a ride-hailing vehicle allegedly turned down passengers during a recent public transport motoring run in Metro Manila. The agency says refusing service is a regulatory violation. A show cause order has already been sent to the operator involved, who could face a 5,000 peso fine or the cancellation of its provisional authority. Commuters may file complaints to the LTFRB's official email, social media channels, or hotline 1342.
It is a long-standing problem that continues to affect commuters. The practice can only stop if passengers report refusals and if the LTFRB acts firmly on those complaints. The latest developments in transportation and traffic management are certainly significant. Up next, Motoring Forum takes a deeper look into one noteworthy issue that should affect motorists and motorists. In this edition of Motoring Forum, we take a closer look at the growing safety concerns involving motorcycle riders in Metro Manila. Recent discussions on road safety highlight the daily risks faced by riders and raise an important question. Are road crashes driven purely by human error, or are there deeper infrastructure and system issues involved?
Motorcycles have become a major part of everyday traffic in Metro Manila, but safety concerns continue to grow alongside their increasing numbers. Data from transport authorities consistently show that human error remains the leading cause of fatal road crashes in the metro. This includes reckless driving, loss of control, and distracted behavior on the road. However, focusing solely on driver behavior does not fully capture the complexity of the problem. Some riders point out that traffic signs are not always clearly visible or properly positioned. In certain cases, signage may be obstructed by trees, structures, or other roadside elements. While warnings are seen too late, riders have limited time to react, increasing the risk of both violations and accidents. Road conditions may also contribute significantly to these risks. Many riders, especially delivery workers, regularly pass through unfamiliar routes where poor lighting, sudden potholes, and unmarked road humps can create unexpected hazards. Another major factor is delivery pressure. Some riders report that app-based systems and transport services set strict time targets and incentive schemes tied to speed and completion rates. This environment can encourage faster riding or riskier decisions, particularly during peak hours, just to meet performance expectations. Despite these challenges, there is still a noticeable gap in structured safety training for many riders operating under delivery and transport platforms. Road safety experts emphasize the importance of defensive riding skills, especially awareness of blind spots while sharing the road with larger vehicles. Many motorcyclists tend to ride close to lane markings or center lines, sometimes without realizing that they may be outside the clear field of vision of four-wheel drivers. Crash data further highlights the seriousness of the issue. In 2024 alone, Metro Manila recorded over 88,000 road crash incidents. While four-wheeled vehicles account for a large share of involvement, motorcycles remain associated with the highest number of fatal outcomes. It is also important to note that under existing traffic regulations, motorcycle riders are not automatically exempt from liability, depending on the circumstances of each incident. Overall, improving road safety requires more than enforcement alone. It calls for better infrastructure design, clearer traffic systems, stronger rider education, and a deeper understanding of the operational pressures affecting road users.
Reducing road crashes will require a combined approach. Beyond enforcement, there is a need for safer road systems, better training programs, and policies that can take into account the realities faced by riders every day. It pays to be a smart driver and a safe one. Here's a road safety reminder from Toyota Motor Philippines in our Young Street Smart segment. If you are on a main road, make sure na ang headlights na iyong sasakyan ay naka-low beam sa tuwing mayroon kang makakasulubong na sasakyan. Your high beams can distract another driver, kaya mas maganda kung ang iyong headlights ay naka-low beam upang malinaw na magkakitaan at hindi maaksidente. There's a lot more about being a chofer, especially of PUVs, than knowing how to drive and how to take care of vehicles. To learn more about how to become a better professional driver, here's Payong Chofer this week.
Payong Chofer lang, kaibigan. Ako po si Jake, isang kapwa nyo chofer. Loading and unloading ng mga pasahero sa tamang lugar lamang gawin.
May tamang lugar para magbaba at magsakay ng pasahero, kaya doon ihinto ang iyong sasakyan. Iwasan makaabala sa ibang motorista, kaya itabi mo ang sasakyan mo. Huwag sa gitna ng daan pumarada. Huwag ka nang dumagdag sa problema natin sa kalsada. Matuto kang sumunod sa batas trapiko.
Kung ayaw mong maabala, huwag ka ring mangabala. Makisama ka, kaya't huwag basta humarang sa kalsada. Ito po si Jake Gonzalez, Payong Chofer lang, kaibigan, mula sa isang kapwa nyo chofer.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Get ready. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, Cale Rafan and the Fast Lane Racing Team Baguio City surged to victory, taking the fifth leg of the Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series at Robinson Star Mills, San Fernando, Pampanga. Rafanan posted the day's best overall and front-wheel drive time at 52.30 seconds. Richard Gallardo of Coco Pandan Racing Team finished close behind in second with a time of 52.50. Enrico Puso of AE Autos was third with 53.20. Migo Sagawinit placed fourth with a 54.24 second run, which was also the best overall time among novices. Rod Shang of RC Racing Team completed the top 5 with a time of 54.50. In other classes, Austin Sarmiento of Sato Racing Team topped rear-wheel production with a time of 59.24. The high-stakes leg marked the start of the crucial 1.5-point system, coming in a year where the club is celebrating 40 years of organizing the National Slalom Series. Following the Pampanga round, Rafana now holds a 3-2 lead over his tight competitor Gallardo in their championship battle. The series remains at Robinson Star Mills, Pampanga for its 6th and 7th legs, scheduled for August 9 and August 23 respectively. In other motorsports news, the first 2 rounds of the 2026 Philippine Rallycross Series delivered a mix of emerging rivalries and outright domination on dirt. Groups 2, 3, and 4 quickly became a duel between Honda Civic driver Paul Santos and Toyota Corolla ace PB Mendiola. Santos swept all 3 classes in round 1, highlighted by a 4-minute 47.007 second run in Group 4, before Mendiola answered with his own 3-class sweep in round 2. In the truck and UV divisions, Louis Camacho stayed unbeaten across both rounds of the pickup and UV classes aboard his Isuzu D-Max, lowering his UV time of 4 minutes and 54.853 seconds in round 2. Toyota RAV4 driver Abet Reyes remained his closest challenger, finishing second in UV in both rounds. Ralph Ramento also controlled the open class in his Toyota RAV4, while Demora Andres took back-to-back RWD wins in his Toyota KE70. Group 1 produced identical podiums in both rounds with Mark Desales first, Joaquin Ambata second, and Rixie De La Cruz third. Round 2 also showed how quickly fortunes can shift on dirt as George Apacible, JP Polentan, and Hazel Ramirez missed repeat podium finishes. Ran Ramento dropped off the EV podium but recovered with second place in the pickup category. The opening rounds were further intensified by multi-class efforts from Camacho, Santos, Mendiola, Reyes, and Easy Ligaya, underscoring the depth of competition across the field.
There's plenty more to explore in the world of motorsports. Check out where Race Weekend takes us next.
Round 2 of the Philippine Rallycross Series went full throttle last May 16, 2026, with drivers battling for every second across the different classes. In Group 1, it was Mark Desales in the Toyota Corolla XE who took first place with a time of 5 minutes 37.379 seconds. Joaquin Ambata finished second in the Toyota Corolla XL with 541.073, followed by Rixie De La Cruz in third with 543.283. For Group 2, Pee-wee Mendiola led the field in the Toyota Corolla GLI, clocking in at 5 minutes 0.410 seconds. Adrian De Leon secured second place with 5 minutes 7.672 seconds, while Paul Santos completed the podium in third with 5:10.283. In Group 3, it was once again Pee-wee Mendiola on top, finishing first with a time of 4:59.987. Paul Santos came in second with 5:07.850, while Damian Enzo Pastor took third place with 5 minutes 11.049 seconds. Moving to Group 4, Pee-wee Mendiola continued his strong run, taking another first place finish with 5 minutes 1.786 seconds. Paul Santos followed in second with 5 minutes 8.766 seconds, and Adrian De Leon rounded out the top three with 5 minutes 10.109 seconds. In the AWD class, Abed Reyes claimed first place in the Toyota R84 with 5 minutes 17.033 seconds. Christian Ramento finished second with 5:17.623, and Ari Jotinen placed third in the Volvo with 5:52.451. For the open class, Ralph Ramento took the win in the Toyota RAV4 with 5:00.643. Abet Reyes came in second with 5:10.371, while Easy Ligaya finished third in the BMW E46 with 5:27.606. In the pickup class, Louis Camacho powered his Isuzu D-Max to first place with 5:12.269. Ran Ramento followed in second with 5 minutes 19.727 seconds, while Roland Cavazzi finished third with 5 minutes 34.101 seconds. For the RWD class, Devor Andres took the top spot in the Toyota KP17 with a time of 5 minutes 9.754 seconds. Easy Ligaya placed second in the BMW E46 with 5 minutes 25.512 seconds, while Louis Manuel finished third in the BMW E36 with 5:33.504. And in the UV class, Louis Camacho delivered another strong performance, taking first place with 4:54.853. Abet Reyes secured second with 5 minutes 12.993 seconds, and Christian Ramento completed the podium in third with 5 minutes 15.946 seconds. Congratulations to all the winners and participants of Round 2 of the Philippine Rallycross Series. From close battles to back-to-back finishes, Round 2 proved once again why Rallycross continues to bring out some of the fastest and most passionate drivers in the country. Thanks for being part of the action. For more updates, follow us on Facebook at the Philippine Rallycross Series and the Philippine National Rally Championship, and don't forget to visit us at emrc.racing.
The season is heating up, and Race Weekend will be there for every turn. That's all for this week's World of Motorsports. We'll return shortly after this break. Our featured Car of the Week will be presented next on Showcase. In this showcase, we are evaluating Kia's flagship electric SUV, the EV9 GT line. For the Philippine market, premium 6-seater SUV comes with an SRP of 5.938 million pesos. We'll break down exactly what you get for an investment across key categories.
The Kia EV9 GT line represents a new benchmark for three-row electric SUVs, perfectly blending high-level performance, advanced technology, and genuine luxury. Kia designed this flagship model to redefine the family vehicle experience with its powerful electric drivetrain and uncompromising comfort. The EV9 GT line certainly makes a statement with its size. It measures 5,015 millimeters in length, 1,980 millimeters in width, and 1,780 millimeters in height, all sitting on a significant 3,100 millimeter wheelbase. This is a large vehicle, offering a minimum ground clearance of 177 millimeters. From the outside, the design is distinctive. The headlamps are small cube projection LED lamps and feature the intelligent front lighting system, complemented by LED daytime running lights and position lamps. It's a handsome package with distinctive GT line front and rear bumpers and front and rear silver skid plates. The rear also features LED combination lamp and high mount stop lamp in the rear spoiler. Key exterior conveniences include a programmable power tailgate with proximity sensor and a dual sunroof. Other exterior features include rain-sensing front windshield wipers, flush body color outside door handles, turn signals integrated into side mirrors, fin-type antenna. Stepping inside, the cabin is focused on both luxury and sustainability, utilizing eco-friendly leather for seating and a sustainable eco-friendly interior overall. The EV9 is a true 6-seater. The driver's seat is particularly feature-rich, an 8-way power-adjustable seat with 4-way air cell lumbar and bolster adjust. Both the driver and the front passenger get ergo motion seats with a cooling welcome feature. Front and second row occupants can enjoy relaxation seats, with the driver and front passenger also benefiting from a massage feature and the passenger getting the premium relaxation seats with massage. The second row seats are also relaxation seats. Even the third row offers practicality with a 50-50 split power folding and recline function. For comfort, the vehicle features tri-zone automatic climate control and an electrochronic interior rear-view mirror with full display. The nerve center of the EV9 GT line is its integrated display system. It features a 12.3-inch LCD instrument panel and a 12.3-inch touchscreen for the audio system, which are visually connected in a panoramic display. The infotainment system includes radio and USB ports, and seamless integration through Bluetooth, hands-free voice command, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. For the audiophile, the GT line is equipped with a 14-speaker Meridian surround sound system. Powering the EV9 GT line is a permanent magnet synchronous motor or PMSM, which produces a maximum output of 384 PS and a potent maximum torque of 700 Nm. This power is delivered through a single-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive drivetrain. Drivers can tailor the experience using Drive Mode Select with Normal, Sport, and Eco mode, as well as Terrain Mode Select that offers mud, snow, and sand settings. The power source is a lithium-ion battery with a 99.8 kWh capacity. Charging is relatively quick. A DC fast charge from 10% to 80% takes 24 minutes at 350 kilowatts, or 63 minutes at 50 kilowatts. The total all-electric range is 505 kilometers. To handle the power and size, the EV9 is built with a sophisticated setup. The steering is a motor-driven power steering system. The suspension uses McPherson multi-link in the front and a 5-link type multi-link in the rear. Braking is handled by disc brakes both front and rear. The vehicle rides on 21-inch alloy wheels wrapped in 285/45 R21 tires. The EV9 comes with the integrated Kia DriveWise Advanced Driver Assistance System. It includes smart cruise control, lane keeping assist, and lane following assist. The blind spot detection system is enhanced with a blind view monitor and blind spot collision avoidance assist. Other key features are forward collision avoidance assist, rear cross-traffic collision avoidance assist, and safe exit assist. Parking is made simpler with a 360-degree surround view monitor and front, side, and rear parking distance sensors. Passenger protection is robust with airbags located at the front, driver knee, side, center, and curtain positions. Core safety systems like anti-lock brake system, electronic stability control, and hill start assist control are all standard.
The Kia EV9 GT line is a compelling entry, blending cutting-edge electric performance with a premium safety-focused and spacious package. It's certainly a vehicle to keep an eye on. Welcome back to Motoring Today, where we shift gears and dive into the latest from the auto industry.
Geely Motor Philippines has officially previewed its latest electric vehicle offering, the EX2, at the Blue Leaf Cosmopolitan, marking a new entry into the local sustainable mobility segment.
Right now, we are in the Blue Leaf Cosmopolitan for the preview of Geely EX2.
The all-new EV features two distinct design packages, the Pro and the Max, showcasing all-leather seating, a 15.6-inch central console display, a 10.4-inch instrument cluster, and unique aesthetic features like its signature leaf design headlights, as well as practical amenities.
The EX2 has a Prunk 70-liter capacity, and you can open the Prunk using your key fob. So if you have groceries, it's easily to open this one. And there you go, you have 70-liter storage capacity.
Equipped with a comprehensive Level 2 ADAS suite and a highly efficient 11-in-1 electric drive motor system, the Geely EX2 is now available for reservation across local dealerships nationwide.
We have two variants for the EX2. We have Pro and Max. And for the price range, for the Max, 1,038,000, and for the Pro, it is 938,000.
VinFast has officially rolled out its Renta Pasada program in cooperation with the Green GSM platform, giving qualified drivers a practical way to access electric vehicles and secure a structured livelihood.
The Renta Pasada is a program designed for qualified drivers. No? So this is means for them to access a VinFast electric vehicle and also operate it through the Green GSM platform. And this is meant for them to start building a more structured source of income.
The initiative provides flexible choices between the Nerio Green and Limo Green models under a 5-year agreement framework, paired with accessible monthly subscription rates and a returnable security deposit.
Now they have different rental packages. So the first one, for each of them, you can rent them for about 5,000 pesos each. But the rental program under the Nerio Green, the monthly rental will be about 1,050 pesos a month, while for the Limo Green, it is 1,350 pesos per month.
While initial deployment focuses heavily on Metro Manila, Cebu, and Davao, participating drivers will benefit from complimentary nationwide battery charging privileges across all active V-Green charging hubs.
So we invite you to visit all of our dealers here in Metro Manila, in Cebu, and Davao. Now please visit our showrooms and inquire about the Renta Pasada program with any of our salesmen on board.
And that's it for this week on Motoring Today. Thank you for joining us. Please make sure to visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates in motoring.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now in its 40th year serving the motoring public with a steadfast commitment to road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tin Gamboa.
Happy motoring!